Alrighty, check mic 1 2 1 2. Buenos dias and welcome back to another video, my friends. I hope that you're staying healthy and I hope you're staying safe wherever you are in the world. Today on the channel, I want to talk about 5 tips for new photographers on what not to do. Do not do this. Now, before we get into the 5 tips, I want to encourage you to participate down below in the comment section and provide us with your experience, whether you're a new photographer or a seasoned photographer. I think we all have added value and can provide each other suggestions and tips on what not to do or what to do as a new photographer. I think it'll be very helpful for other people that are coming to visit this video, and they can look down in the comment section below and it'll be an additive to the 5 tips that I have here. Tip number 1, do not compare your photography, your work in photography, or you as a photographer to other people's work or them as a person. You are a unique individual. You have so much to offer in photography. If you're just starting out, or again, you're a seasoned photographer, it doesn't matter where you are. Do not compare yourself to other people's work. It's just a distraction. It pulls energy from you. You don't need any of that. There is a lot to offer on social media, but there's also a big distraction and an energy pull out in the social media world. So don't let others pull you away from what you love. Remember, do not compare your stuff to other people. Now, it is okay to go out and look at other people's photography and get inspired, but don't let it change you 100% as a person. Don't go and copy. Just figure out what the lighting was like, what the composition was like. And you know, there are so many other things that go into framing out an image and creating an image for yourself that you feel good about. So again, it's okay to get into social media and look at other people's photography and admire it even, but please do not let it distract you or pull energy from what you are doing. Tip number 2, do not obsess over the perfect camera. It just doesn't exist. Camera manufacturers every year come out with gobs of new cameras, whether it be from Canon, Nikon, Fuji, Sony, it doesn't matter. But the reality is, specifications wise, is they're all one up in each other, and there are certain features that we're going to gravitate towards, and there are certain features that we will never use in the camera. Find the camera that is right for you at the price point for you. It doesn't matter which camera that is. Find it and research it and shoot the heck out of it. In fact, I would suggest focus on getting a lens kit system that you want for the particular type of photography you want, whether it's telephoto lenses, wide lenses, portrait lenses, and so on and so forth. Put your energy into that, not finding the perfect camera. It doesn't exist. Do your research, get the camera you want, and then don't look back. Do not look for the perfect camera. It's just an energy grabber, waster. Get the camera again you want. Man, I'm just saying this over and over, but I truly believe that. This camera right here, silhouetted over my shoulder, that's a Canon EOS R. I still love shooting that camera. It's got the 24-105 mounted on it. Still believe that that's the best kit lens ever made. It's an f4, but really provides you with a lot of variety if you only want to go out and shoot one lens and shoot a lot of different things. Just know I would focus on the lenses and not trying to find the perfect camera. Okay, let's move on to the next one. If you're still with me right now and plugging away on this video, consider giving me a like if you're finding any value on this video, and also provide somebody down below in the comments some tips or a tip that would really help them as a new photographer. Tip number 3, do not stop learning. Practice, 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 fail, learn, practice some more. Educate yourself on your camera inside and out. Doesn't matter the brand you have. Once you've purchased the camera that is right for you at the moment in time you're in and shooting photography, learn about your camera. Shoot your camera early and often to learn more about it. Get onto YouTube and watch photography tutorials on your camera and or just on photography in general. Read books about photography. Get onto paid services like Skillshare. Not sponsored, but get onto Skillshare where they have lots of different tutorials about photography. There is a ton of information out there. Don't get overwhelmed. Learn a little, go practice, come back and learn some more. Just keep educating yourself. Never stop. Tip number 4, do not be afraid to try something new. Perhaps you are a portrait photographer and you want to try astrophotography. Do it. 1, you'll get experience at shooting in the dark or at night. You'll be more experienced now at shooting things in a far distance and focusing things in the far distance at night. And perhaps this will benefit you on a photo shoot or a portrait photo shoot where you're shooting at night. It just might help. You just never know. This goes for street photography or landscape photography or architecture photography, and the list goes on and on. Try something new. Your brain appreciates it. In fact, every time you learn something new, you're stressing your brain a little bit and adding dendrites, and that's a good thing to start creating this system of interconnected information in your brain so you can utilize it later. Don't be afraid to try something new. In fact, when I went out and did my first portrait photography session, I was scared to death. I would have thought, gosh, I'm getting paid to do this portrait session, but I'm more of a landscape and cityscape photographer. But you know what? It all turned out okay. I used my knowledge of exposure and composition, and it turned out just fine. Everybody was happy and satisfied, and I'm so glad I did it. So don't be afraid to try something new. All right, that's 4 tips down. And before I continue with my 5th tip, I have a call to action for all of you. Please leave a comment down below and provide a tip for a new photographer. Even if you are a new photographer and you learned something that would benefit all photographers, please leave it down below. I think that'll help and build our community of photographers so we can go out there and keep shooting the great photos that we're doing now or that we're learning from. All right, on to my 5th tip. Never give up. There are a lot of things that can get in the way of you becoming a successful photographer. Things like timing, money, criticism, pressure, low self-esteem. All of these things can mount up and make you push photography to the side. Don't let it. Keep powering through. Do not give up. There are better times ahead if you are suffering from any of those things, or it's just a matter of effort. Popular photographer Tyler Shields once said, "Effort is free, but fear costs time." And that really resonated with me because if we give up, that means that we gave up to some fear or something that was getting in our way, a roadblock of sorts that didn't allow us to continue to do something we love. If you truly love something, power through, find a way, find the resources, find the support, find the community that will give you the power to continue. Remember, effort is free. Continue it. You know, anytime you have time, continue it. And don't be fearful of the things you don't know. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Reach out and talk to this community or any other community. We are here to support. All right, those are 5 tips I have for new photographers. If you have a suggestion, again, if you're a new photographer and you've learned something new and you'd like to comment down below, please do so. I think that would build our community. Or you're a veteran photographer and you have some solid advice you'd like to provide, please do it down below. I think that builds our community, like I said before, and it just makes us stronger and more passionate about what we love to do, and that's photography. All right, that's gonna do it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Give me a like if you liked any part of this video or it provided you value. Again, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you, and ring that bell to notify you of new videos when they are posted. I love you all, and until the next one, peace.